Hi, my name is TJ Riley, and I will be showing you how to sew on a button. This is a very helpful technique that can be used throughout your whole life. You never know when one of your buttons are going to fly off. And to a lot of people, some people think that once a button flies off, your pant or your shirt is considered worthless. That is just not the case. And a lot of people bring it into seamstresses or some place that requires them to give them money, or they have it fixed for a price. And wouldn't you rather just fix it in a quick, easy 5 minutes? Me too. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Um, it's something I personally think everyone should be able to do. It makes everything better in situations where if a button flies off for you or a friend, you can fix it and get the night rolling right away. You know, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to consider the pants garbage. You don't got to throw them away. You can quick fix it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's get started. So first off, you're going to need some scissors. This is the piece of fabric we're going to use, just for, because I have it. We have a button, and then we have our thread and needle. The needle is already tied to the thread, so we're all good there. We're all good to go. Got our thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by placing the button down. Okay? The first thing you always do, I'm going to show the back. Okay, ready? I'm going to push the needle through the back and through one of these holes, preferably this, like one at the top. I always start at the top, right? You don't gotta. But you pull all the way through. You tie this down. You bring it back down the opposing circle, the bottom left, and you pull that very tightly. You can repeat that simple thing 4 times, just because you want to make sure it's nice and tight. Don't want any possible coming undones, because that wouldn't be fun. Back through. It might be hard to figure out where you're sticking the needle through the end of the fabric at first, but it's really not that hard, I promise you. You're gonna get the hang of it. I'm gonna do that a couple more times. See, I'm struggling now. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, we're in. Pulling it all the way through. Always make sure you pull it all the way through, so it's nice and tight. You never want any looseness. Back through here. Perfect. So that's 3 right there, still on. I'm gonna do one more. Boom. Pull all the way. Now I'm going back down. Pull all the way through. Making sure it's nice and tight. You don't see anything. See if you can see that. It looks very nice and it looks very tight. And so my thread is ending on the back side, as you can see. So this is the thread, this is the needle, the button, it's through the back. So this is my little needle guy. Okay. So what you're gonna do now is we just did these 2 holes, the opposing opposite ones. Now we're going to do the opposite ones, the 2 that are diagonal that we haven't touched yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shove it through this little circle thing. If I can. Perfect, I got it. Pull through and up. Make sure it's nice and tight. You're going to repeat that again another 3 or 4 times. I always do 4. But it's up to you. The tighter, you're not going to get in trouble for making it too tight. Here we go. Back up to do it again. Sorry, struggling to get it through. Wrong one. Come on. Okay, I got it. No worries. We got it. See, I'm pulling it very tight. Okay. I'm going to do that one more time. See, very nice. Going on to my final time. gonna push it back through. All right, so it's tied. As you can see, it's not coming off. It's basically done. As you can see from the back, that is what our stitching looks like, okay? I would recommend you always put it as close as you can so the lines look really nice. But now, all we're going to do is we're gonna push it through the back of the fabric, but not the back of the button. We're gonna pull this through, and we're gonna give this a very nice loopy loop. This is called the shank. The shank is gonna allow the button to move way more freely, and it's going to be able to let it go in and out of a pocket, or not a pocket, but a little slit for the button to go through. And then once you're done with that, you simply take it back down through the fabric, but not the button, and you pull it, and there we have it. That is our button. So what I do is I keep the side with the needle on so I can tie it easier, and then I tie a few knots using the needle, because the needle, you know, just tying two strings together isn't the easiest. So I just keep tying, make sure it's not gonna fall off. I just tie it a bunch just to make sure that it's all good and set to go. Perfect, because you don't want this button falling off again. So just give it a nice little snip. There you have it. You have a button. It's on. It's tied. It might not look the prettiest from the back, but I promise you that this guy is not falling off. Right there. This guy is not falling off. Looking good. Perfect. Hope you learned. Hope you enjoyed.